I very much do appreciate the freedoms I have in my current location, the United States of America. I mean, I was just reading through some ancient literature and some of the beliefs and practices that they once held, not just for individuals or little local communities, but the entire nations had to be subservient to certain ideas and philosophies and traditions and ceremonies and practices. And some of them were very much ridiculous. Not just ridiculous, but dangerous. I mean, whole nations were, it was mandated that they sacrifice their children, that they sacrifice animals, even their forms of corporal punishment and judicial punishment. What may have been a little too harsh. I mean, throwing people into the fiery furnace, giving people over to lions and ferocious animals to be torn apart from limb to limb and chewed up. Happened all the way up from ancient Babylon all the way up to the Roman Empire and then some. And when the Roman Catholic Church took over, when they were some of the popes, man, they'd implement these crusades and they would go and slaughter innocent people. It was horrific. And it was all because they didn't follow their little particular interpretation of the scriptures, because they added a bunch of stuff to it. And when Jesus Christ was on earth, he had to challenge the same religious elite of some of their viewpoints that were not civil or fair. They weren't fair or some of their really strict versions of how they interpreted scripture. I mean, what they could and could not do as individuals and people groups was a heavy burden, Jesus said. They were casting heavy burdens on people that they couldn't bear. And it was very difficult, it was miserable, because it was a harsh interpretation of their religion. And they took it, letter by letter. They didn't look at the spirit of it, the gist of it, Yeah, there's extreme examples in the scriptures, but that's all they're supposed to be, examples, shadows, types,